Morning, guys. Welcome back to the Ahn Rho Project. This is the psychiatric self-therapeutic multimedia project. To solve the problems, challenges, and obstacles in our lives, as well as a self-improvement process to reach high goals and ambitions that we have set for ourselves, as well as those around us. If you like a brief introduction and brief summary, excuse me, as to how we break down the Ahn Rho Project into domains of love, sub-series, and analogies, and so on and so forth, including a live stream schedule, contract-free music, how we divvy the stream into segments, 11 segments, 3 phases across a 15-minute live stream that won't take too much of your time, and so on and so forth. You can check it out on previous live streams for past 3.5 years straight to January 2021 and beyond. Okay. Second segment. Okay, so there's only going to be one live stream today, as usual, maybe about 7 to 11 segments. I want to mention that of 2 different points. The first one is that you can skip this abridged introduction by just scrolling ahead on YouTube or Twitch VOD by about 2 minutes. Second thing is that this is a solve 7.5 override, meaning system override version 7.5, a rule to break all other rules, a system principle that frees myself from the system so that I can do what is most important and get what most urgently needs done. Being practical, long story short. But the funny thing is, today, we're just gonna dive into it. Phase 2, segments 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then phase 3 is very physical. We don't have too much to cover today. And if you take a look in the title, that's actually representative of that. It says, because I usually don't start Mondays with such a clear plate, but obviously it took a lot of work and over the weekend to get to this point. But it paid off. So I'm just sort of clearing the remains, the leftovers, the little bits that are kind of cluttering my space a little bit. This is when the dust settles, and what you see is what you get. Take a look on screen. What you see is some stuff having to do with, backing up some Excel spreadsheet database, backing up the text documents, cleaning up the room a little bit, having to wash the sheets because I spilled some food over it. It looks disgusting. We have a little bit of something I just watched this morning, a video on creativity, and wasn't expecting to do that, just improvise. At the very bottom we have some photographs I missed covering yesterday, as well as some philosophical quotes, as usual, so we did it with a bit of education and learning. So food, nutrition, storytelling, all that kind of jazz, that's what's in store for today. And I guess maybe we'll cover some plans for the upcoming days, but it's pretty straightforward. So let's get rid of this. Let's dive into phase 2, segments 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I already talked about a live stream. I want to mention very quickly that, of course, we'll pull this phone here. Most likely tomorrow morning we'll show the screenshot of the voice recorder. But yesterday I had a little conversation with my paternal predecessor as he came back from his hiking trip over at Blue Mountain. Talked a little bit, came up to me about how downstairs my brother was really enjoying the Guangdong Tami, so the Cantonese Guangdong Tami a lot. So basically tuna cakes and egg noodles that I purchased from Kanji Queen. And there's a little bit more onto that, how the hiking trail, stuff like that. It's very generic. There's still a lot of discomfort between me and my guardians. Anyways, that's that conversation there. And then then there's the live stream title as well. So it's live stream and then a voice recording. That's segment 4 and 5. So having to do relationships so far. Okay, so let's move into the content here. That's in segment 6. And in segment 6 you have, on the right hand side panel, still reflections. It is the mark of an educated mind to be able to entertain a thought without accepting it. In other words, wise men consider, unwise men don't. And I say unwise, but I could just say stupid. But you don't have to be stupid though. You could just be a pretty average. Lots of people make this mistake. You don't have to be stupid to make that mistake. Smart people make the mistake too. But the point is, consider everything. Give everything some thought before you decide to reject it. Left hand side, or that's the way I've interpreted it. Of course, you can leave your interpretations as well. Left-hand side panel, we have copyright notice, by the way. Stoke Reflection is not my stuff, not my content. Check out their page on Instagram. Okay, credits go to them. Left-hand side, you see this description of my videos. At the very bottom, it says add to series. I want to capture this because yesterday I made a mistake of uploading the third live stream. I made 3 live streams a day, and I didn't actually add it to a series, and I felt I screwed up because I thought I remembered that on Instagram I can't add things post upload, but turns out I could. So I could just go to edit and scroll way to the bottom and add to different series instead of being standalone. So that's nice. We have that done. 1, 2. Now we want to cover very briefly all the stuff that we uploaded as a backup onto say, think of like OneDrive on Microsoft, Google Drive, whatever cloud platform you use to upload your documents. So we have at least 88 files of Excel spreadsheets here. In fact, this one on the left-hand panel right now is a Word text document uploaded. Usually has a lot to do with just pure text, like the titles of certain files I would put in there, the titles of just the names and file directory, also messages. But the rest, like this data, all the data from fitness, health to finance, inventory, stuff like that, might go on cloud. And you can see that right here. I've uploaded continuously up to 88 backup versions, and then there was 10 that were just ones that are currently in use. Now we jump over to this video that I watched this morning. Creativity thrives on what the brain fears most, from Big Think channel on YouTube. Shout out, this goes to them. And of course, what you're seeing is a downloader right here called Video Prog. So if you want to just Google Video Prog, it's a great software. And that goes to shout out to Serge. So you take a look over here. It was a very interesting neuroscience video, and I very much enjoyed it. It was only 6 minutes though, and I've been sort of going through a particular phase where I've been trying to move towards, steer my path, the trajectory of my life towards a different direction. After realizing certain aspects. Actually, I've always been trying to do that, but I mean, it's just this video happened to be pique my interest just at the right time. Okay, now we're gonna cover something kind of disgusting. So you take a look here. That's my black bed sheets with white, like with the red drapes, and I'm covering it. And there's a belt there. So this looks a little bit like something of a ending scene of I believe, what was it? There was back in the day, there was like 2008. I was in middle school. There's a show called Bleach, and at the very end, one of the first seasons, they had this ribbon. This really reminds me of that. Can't remember the name of it, but it was the ending credit song. Anyways, over here you see there's some nasty ass food stain over there. There's some, what was it? Yesterday I had that video of the Cantonese egg noodles, or Guangdong炒米同埋蘿蔔糕, so basically turnip cakes and Cantonese egg noodles. I put it on the bed, just like you can check the previous live yesterday. You'll see it was on top, and then I just spilled over it. It was disgusting. I put some napkins, try to wipe it off, but obviously it's got oil, so I have to wash it. Out. So long story short, and that was fine, because the fact is the bed sheets need to be washed. There's so much like dead skin and like shit, like dandruff, like that. They gotta get washed. And that's it. That's it for phase 2. We're gonna get up to phase. Oh no, we're not done phase 2. Phase 2 also should include segment 8, but fitness, Excel, sleep, waste, and everything's still in the shit. I went to the washer 3 times today. Take a dump. Yeah, to the shitter, to the can. I didn't go out very often. I didn't sleep on time. I wasn't as active as I needed to be. Didn't drink enough water. It's just everything's still very much not good at all. So let's just get up. But inventory, I managed to. That was good. I spent all my time doing the live streams and the inventory in a database and inventory management. So I added all the food in. So good. That's good. We don't have to think about it today. So let's move to phase 3. Phase 3, let's stand up. So this segment is region A, B, C, right? So this is region A, 8, 9. And that's B1 on the floor, and that's what we want to cover the majority of this time here. Same thing with region G here. Like I said, these sheets, this is disgusting, right? Get rid of this. You can see it's all like clucked together. So this needs to be washed tomorrow morning or the day after. The sheets too. It's not that urgent, honestly, but as soon as possible, maybe on Thursday or something like that. The belt still here because I still haven't decided what clothes I'm going to use in region F. Over on Thursday, I'm going to have to switch into clothes that I haven't worn in almost 3 years as I return to my regular civilian life after having completed the pledge I had made partially with my colleagues at the workplace, my family, which I'm resigning from. And so that's the next thing I guess I could talk about. There's all this stuff here, a bunch of USBs. I should start working towards the project resources that I'm going to give to my colleagues and making the drop leg over here. So there's all these like straps here and stuff like that. I gotta start making it up now. I have only about 10 days left. So let's sit down. The last thing we have to cover is right here. So of course yesterday we left off without really completing everything. Actually, there's some photographs here I forgot to mention. So backtracking a little bit to segment phase 2, segment 7. What was I covering? Like Excel spreadsheets that I backed up and documents, but I also forgot to cover that I missed some photography yesterday, which was this apple pie from Burger King. So this is why, like, again, I missed some food yesterday. I purchased it for me and my brother, and yeah, so it was a treat. It was nice and crispy, but also we missed the groceries down here, so we're back to phase 3 now. So we have all these, like I said, 3 bags of chips, Miss Vicky's. They were all on sale. I'm gonna leave it here for now. It's opened. These 2 are not open yet, like an original recipe and kettle cooked. Long story short, they were all just on sale. That's why I purchased it. That's it. Aside from just, it's very incredibly unhealthy, right? So let's move over here to the very backdrop, region region D4. So what we're gonna do, like I said, now that this is almost empty, I just want to cover something on the inside here. There's some pastries. Here it is. So there are some pastries here, as well as some Chinese pastries, as well as some bananas. So the bananas I want to take to work. Maybe I can take this to work today. Maybe I'll take these ones to work today. I don't know. That's that. And then that's gonna be my dinner for my workplace. And the pastries need to come out, and then I can take this entire thing and just dust off the bottom and move it over to region D4. Off stream, of course, while tossing away what garbage I need to toss away. So I'm going to rearrange this a little bit probably, but that'll happen off stream once again. So I think that's about it. Like I said, everything that now needs to be done. One more thing aside from having to get stuff ready for my colleagues as I resign, parting gifts from the health supplements right over there in region E. You see that box, that crate, all those like things to help them with arthritis and so on and so forth, and just maintain and support their health. Also the drop legs and the USB drives and all the resources I plan on giving them before I leave, over here. Some craft materials to make some equipment for my colleagues in the shipping receiving department. There's also going to be a card out to draw up, so there's some cards here you can see here. I'm going to put quite a bit of money, at least a couple $100 in there, kind of like a return of the Christmas gifts, and write down that what I want you to do with the money that this is the money that I didn't spend that you gave me over Christmas. The most important thing for me is to see you guys happy, so really it's coming full circle. Spend it on each other. But in addition to that, there's also on my computer laptop, I didn't do anything to check out the business convention on research and biocellular nutrition over the weekend, so I may have to do that today. In addition to, of course, the laundry the next day, tomorrow. The sheets, might be the sheets, maybe it'll be clothing that I'm wearing instead. I don't know. I'm going to end this live stream now. So this is Ahn signing out. Thank you for tuning in. Take home message, take care of your health, yourself, and yeah.